Iran launched an attack on Israel in response to an attack on its embassy in Damascus, Syria on April the 1st that killed 7 officers of the Iranian Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, including 2 generals.
Iran's attack has escalated tensions in the Middle East. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs has asked all Indonesian citizens in the region, especially in Iran, Palestine, and Israel, to remain vigilant, while those planning to travel to the regions are advised to postpone their trips. Now, for the latest on the conditions of Indonesian citizens in Iran, we are now connected with the Indonesian ambassador to Iran, Ronny Prasetyo Yuliantoro. Thank you so much for joining us, Mr. Ambassador. How are you today?
I'm fine. Thank you for having me.
Now, we would like to go straight to the discussion. Can you tell us what is the current situation in Iran and how is the safety and well-being of Indonesian citizens in the country so far?
I would like to say that the condition, the situation in Iran today, as of today, we are monitoring. And we see that the situation is normal and stable. And of course, the people in Iran, the community in Iran, including in various cities such as Tehran and Isfahan, they carry out activity as usual. Public services, school, business run as usual. And of course, our concern with regard to the Indonesian community in Tehran, we see that all of them, all Indonesian community in Iran is in healthy condition and also safe condition for this moment.
But are all the citizens of Iran, not only Indonesians, but also other countries, Mr. Ambassador, are still vigilant? We heard that there are still vigilant level 2 put in place by the local authority.
Of course, we are, like I said before, that the situation is safe and conducive, and of course, all communities, the people, and including the Indonesian communities, carry out their activities as usual. No long queue in the supermarket. The school is open as usual.
Right.
And of course, in Tehran, the street is full of traffic, a bit heavy traffic in Tehran.
Right. So it's pretty interesting that the Iranian people and the Iranian government played down by the attack committed by Israel towards Iran on the 14th of April. But, what we'd like to know deeper is the travel advisory for Iran, Palestine, and Israel. Is it still being taken effect, sir?
Actually, Indonesian government, especially the foreign ministry, and with the coordination with the embassy of Indonesia in Tehran, we monitoring and we discussed, the situation. And now we have Jakarta. I mean, the foreign ministry also what you call it, advise the Indonesian citizen not to visit Iran, not to visit Israel and
Palestine.
They have to be careful if they have to be visiting these countries.
Now, we know that all the Indonesian citizens in Iran have received instruction from the Indonesian embassy regarding Alert Level 2. But how does the Indonesian embassy maintain communication with Indonesian citizens in Iran? Are there any emergency hotlines or support systems in place?
Actually, the Indonesian embassy in Tehran has communicated with Indonesian citizens in all of Iran. We have around almost 400 Indonesian living in Iran, and of course, since the early April, we make some kind like a contact with the Indonesian community, with we call it the Indonesian community in several cities, because Indonesian communities in Iran is living in several cities like Tehran, Qom, Mashhad, also in other cities. And of course, we have make a contact through with them through social media like WhatsApp and others. And of course, we ask them if there is something happen, they can contact our hotline in the embassy.
Right. So, sir, how many Indonesians living in Iran currently?
Currently, around 300, to be exact, 380.
380. Is there any plan of evacuation if the situation escalates?
The Indonesian Foreign Ministry and also the Embassy of Indonesia in Tehran has we have we call it the contingency plan, and of course, if the situation is getting worse, we have planned to evacuate all Indonesian citizens from Iran.
Right. Are there any embassies outside of Indonesia that have evacuated their persons there? I heard that France has already done that. Is that right?
Some of them, I cannot mention which countries, but some of them, we also make a coordination with them. But some of the foreign embassy also already sent back his staff. Just only the essential staff remain.
Right.
Okay, sir. Now we would like to talk about Indonesia's trading value. So, Indonesia's trading value with Iran only reached $206.8 million last year. Now, can you elaborate on which sectors this cooperation took place?
Yes. The Indonesian economic relation, especially trade with Iran, the value last year is around 206 million US dollar. And as we know that Iran is under unilateral sanctions of United States. One of the sanction is with regard to the banking sanction, like payment mechanism and others. And this sanction has a negative impact on trade relation between Indonesia and Iran. But however, we can still have trade with Iran through what we call it a special purpose vehicle through the third country.
Right. All right, Mr. Ambassador, this is going to be our last questions. This is a bit personal question for you, actually. So before this conflict escalated, how did you perceive Iran, and how do you perceive Iran as a country?
This is a very interesting question for me. But I would like to say that Iran in the eyes from the eyes of Indonesia has been a potential partner. And I can see that this potential partner, particularly in the field of health, science, and technology sectors. And as you might aware that within 4 decades under the sanction, Iran has shown significant progress and also development, as well as achieving resilience in various sectors, among others health, science, and technology. So that's why this is a very important partner for Indonesia. And last year, in May 2023, President Iran, Excellency Ibrahim Raisi, visited Jakarta. And between President Raisi and President Joko Widodo, they signed and agreed to set, among others, cooperation, among others with regard to the health cooperation, as well as science and technology. And up to now, in the field of health and also technology, we have established 2 pilot projects, Indonesia and Iran, with regard to the robotic telesurgery in Bandung and Jakarta. And it will be expanding with 2 other new pilot projects in Medan and Makassar. So I believe that the before and after, now we are in the middle of the conflict in the region. I believe that I and also Indonesia perceive Iran as one of our potential important partners.
All right. Hopefully the relationship between the 2 nations remains strong or even getting stronger. So thank you so much, the Indonesian ambassador to Iran, Mr. Ronny Prasetyo Yuliantoro, for your time. Have a nice day, sir.